Guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a kind of cook with me video where I'm going to be showing you my attempt at making some vegan ribs. So if you are interested in seeing how I make that, then keep watching. So I know in my video, I think for Vegmas or around that time, I did make a video where I made ribs before, but I was, I really sat down and thought about it. Today I'm going to kind of be following the recipe that comes on the back of this gluten flour, which is Vital Wheat gluten. And they have a recipe on the back. I'm trying to follow it, but I've already kind of deviated from it because they ain't put enough seasoning for my liking. So we're following the base recipe, but with a couple of twists and turns. So in here, I already have my Vital Wheat gluten, and I'm going to be adding to that some nutritional yeast. So let's, I can't bring it down if it's not letting me bring it down. Oh, because I'm a special bunny. There we go. All right. So to this, I'm going to be adding, how much Vital Wheat? A third cup of nutritional yeast. Okay, bump that. That's going to take too long. Okay, so that's about a third cup of nutritional yeast. Use my spoon and just kind of mix that all in together. Okay, so next to this, keep in mind we're following directions. Okay, so let me bring y'all back up so we can discuss what I'm changing about this recipe. So their recipe called for garlic, onion, crushed fennel, turmeric, soy sauce, molasses, tahini, oil, and vegetable or mushroom broth, which I still didn't even make that. So let me pause for a second and get my broth going. So I have about 24 ounces, which is way more water than I need, but I'd rather have more than less of what I need. So right now, come on, all right, and let me just turn that. So we're going to add all 24 ounces of the water to the pot. That to the side. And then to make my broth, I'm going to be using, focus. Okay, so that took longer than needed. But I'm going to be using this to make my broth, and this is the Better Than Bouillon no chicken base. It says vegetarian, but it is certified vegan. Get into that. Come on. There we go. It is certified vegan. So to this, which one didn't I use? I'm just going to scoop out what my heart feels. So about a half a teaspoon. I'm sorry, a half a tablespoon. Okay. Whoa, 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 back up. A little too close. A little too close. All right, so while we are waiting for this to boil, let me show you guys what else I have that I'm going to be putting into the dry mix. So in here, let's bring it down. Boom. So in here, let me see if I can remember everything I added. I have lemon pepper. I believe this is a hamburger rub. a little rosemary because I didn't have much left. I need to go dry some more from outside. This is Cajun, sage, white pepper, cilantro, turmeric, blackened seasoning. What is this? Nashville hot, and I don't think I added. Yeah, I'm gonna add some paprika to this because I didn't add any, so let me do that. And then of course I'm gonna add, where is it, some of this, my favorite pepper blend. I like pepper, so that's what we're gonna do. So let me grab, where is it? So why I didn't put it. I'm gonna add probably a half a teaspoon of that. All right. So okay. So what I also think I'm gonna add, now that I've added my paprika to this, is I'm gonna add a little bit of this. Oh, before I forget. So it's starting to separate, but in here I have oil, soy sauce, molasses, oh, and liquid smoke. And let me show you the liquid smoke that I use, which is this brand. And that just helps give it more of that barbecue-ish feel. But so what I deviated from was, it didn't ask for liquid smoke. It didn't ask for this, but we're gonna add this too, just to give it a little heat and a little flavor. And I'm not gonna add much because it doesn't take much. Let me show you. So probably about that much to it. Right now everything looks like it's separated, but that's fine because I'm going to mix it up before I add it to everything. We're just waiting for our broth to boil right now. So I'm going to go ahead and let that come to a boil, and then I'll come back once it starts. Alright, so while we are waiting for that to boil, in this pot here, bring y'all in, boom, 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 dun, 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 dun. Alright, so in this pot here, I already put my steamer basket, but right now I'm adding water to fill said situation. Probably a little bit more. Okay. So as we zoom out, my broth is ready. So let's pull that to the side, cut this off, and give it a quick little stirry stir. Okay. So I don't know where to go from here. So let's see. Okay, so instead of tahini, because I don't have tahini or vegan tahini in that refrigerator, I haven't found one that tastes good. So yeah, So we're going to be using some Hidden Valley plant-based ranch in place of the tahini. We're going to really see how this goes. In my mind, this is going to be good. But that's in my mind, right? The cool thing about being vegan is we get to wing some things and kind of like learn as we go. So also I decided just now in my head, because it feels like it would make sense and it feels like it would taste good, so we're just gonna go with that. To this concoction, I'm gonna add a little bit of bouillon. Not much. That's a lot. Maybe about this much. There we go. About that much. To my sauce. And just give it a quick little stir. Let everything get off of my spoon and into it. Give it a quick little stir. Okay. So now that we are ready to add everything to it. Like I said, this is a cook with me, so I'm trying to get all the camera angles for you guys. Okay. So we have the water in there, and actually let me put a little bouillon in my water, because I feel like if it's going to be steaming up, that it should probably have some kind of something in the actual water that is being steamed in. So I'm going to add really just enough, again, not much, to the big pot. And that's it. Okay, so now I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator, because before I start putting it in everything. But it's so good. It's so good. So it's good. So, you know, it's hard to not put it in everything. Okay. So I believe we're ready to get started putting everything together. So I'm going to bring the camera down. Move this out of the way. So first, we're going to start by adding all of this to here. Boom. And we're going to give it a good stir. Now, I didn't add salt to this because I feel like I could just add that at the end with the barbecue sauce if it needs it. I don't think it will. Okay, so I'm going to make a well in the middle of my bowl. And we're going to start with the plant-based ranch. So it said that it wanted a teaspoon of tahini sauce. I'm just going to pour... Let me pour this first. So we're going to pour this mixture first. Get that all in there. All of it in there. Okay. A few out the way. Then next, I'm going to go ahead and pour what my heart desires of this, because why follow directions when, like, what's the point of that? That should be good. So that's the ranch. And then it says it wants me to add 1.5 cups of the broth. And get my 1/2 cup here. Give it a quick little stir. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, a little extra, right? But I almost forgot to add my pepper. So let me just crack some of that in there real quick. All right, now we're gonna give it a stir. Mix this part in first, get that all mixed together, and let's just go for it. All right. So when I made it last time, it was more of an actual loaf. This is about as together as it's gonna come. So I am out of parchment paper. So what I'm gonna do real quick is pull out some handy dandy foil and make, let's see, let me pull off 2 pieces for now. Cut this in half. Make sure I got a good mix. Mix. That's just me trying to make sure I get everything combined. All right. It says it will be lumpy and springy, which it is. Trying to make sure all of the seasoning got throughout everything. All right, so now it's gonna be a little warm, but I'm gonna take half. Oh, let's cut it into 4 pieces or 3 pieces, we'll see. Move this over here out of the way. Bring my first piece of foil over, right? Now we're gonna, let me do this into 4s. In my mind, we're gonna make mini ribs real quick. So let's do this and try to make it into like a little mini loaf real quick. All right, so I'm gonna go with this. Can we get it zoomed in? If I could do it with one finger, let's see. All right, so this is what each little loaf is gonna look like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fold this up. All right, so the camera died, so we have a fresh battery and we are back. Well, it's not even a fresh battery, a half battery, but whatever. It's enough to get me through this really quick. Okay, so here we go. Finish wrapping the rest of these loaves. And then the last one. So my goal was to make them into rectangles. That way I can make them into like little mini baby back ribs in my mind. We have no idea how this is turning out. You guys are coming along on this ride with me, so I appreciate you. If you are enjoying today's video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button for me to let me know that I am on the right path, the type of videos you guys would like to see. So yeah. The cooler this starts to get, the harder it is to mold it out. So I should have moved fastly, but I need to wash my hands and change out the battery and wash my hands again. So this last one might not look like the rest, but that's fine. All right, I think that's good enough. So we'll go ahead and wrap this last final one. Okay, so this is all four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm gonna just wait for this water to boil. Like I said, I put a little bit of bouillon in the bottom just so the water smells like something as it's steaming this stuff. Once the water gets boiling, I'll come back and show you guys me putting it in the basket, and then we're just gonna wait for the next hour and a half and let it do what it do. Fingers crossed. All right, so we're back. Took the fat in. All right, so we're back, and it is now boiling. So going to go ahead and add the steak into it. Now I'm going to rotate this because my pot obviously is big enough for what I had in mind. So we're just going to do it like this. And then in 30 minutes I'll come and rotate it and put these to the bottom and the other ones to the top, and then rotate, rotate, rotate. Oh, that's actually not hot at all. All right, so this is what it looks like now. So we're going to cover this. I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 90 minutes.
1 hour and 30 minutes, starting now.
Okay guys, so we're going to just let that cook for a little bit. I'm going to come back once it's done, or maybe while I'm switching it, we'll see how I feel about it. With this, I'm going to be making vegetable rice, so I'll come back and show you guys that as well. I'm not going to make it right now because we're not going to eat until about another 2 hours or so, 2.5 hours from now. So this is going to take a while. That's the only thing about making this. But the good thing is I made 2 extra loaves, so hopefully I have enough for tomorrow too, so I don't have to cook twice. But we'll see. All right, so I'll be back once something more exciting happens. Right now I'm probably just going to go play my game for a little bit, and then we'll come back. All right, so this is what it's looking like after being steamed. So next we're putting it in the oven. And then while this is going on, I also am boiling my water, as you can see here. So once this starts boiling, I'll come back and show you guys. I add the rice and the veggies at the same time. I'm gonna season this before I put this in the oven. Man, this better come out good.
You already got this seed?
Yeah. Just arrow up one time for me.
Hey, man. Sexy motherfucker, you're the only one.
So we got some barbecue sauce, a couple of drops of the liquid smoke. Huh? And a little bit more of this. Alright. So my water is boiling now.
Get another shot now. Don't blow it.
This is your last shot. Don't fuck it up. Alright, so we're gonna add the rice. Some veggies. so that's so we're gonna cook that for 15 minutes. Kratos, don't get jacked up. Okay, now let's cover the seitan with the barbecue sauce. Let me finish this. Stop.
Right. Let's go.
Alright, so this is a close-up. I know it doesn't look like ribs yet, but I'm going to put this in the oven for about 15 minutes. Maybe add some more BBQ sauce. We'll see. And the rice is still cooking. So I'll come back once this comes out of the oven. Okay. So the rice is done now. Just have to fluff it. The rice is done. That's what that looks like. And I think our fake ribs are done. Give me a second. Okay, so this is it out of the oven. We're gonna zoom in. Actually, let me bring it close. Okay. So this is what it's looking like. Really quickly. Come on, man. There we go. So I'm just gonna give it some more barbecue sauce. Actually, let me cut it first. Let's cut it first. Y'all see the vision now? Okay. I guess I'll take this small one. Now we're gonna add some more barbecue sauce. So that gets covered in between the layers. And let me go ahead and plate up the first plate. How much rice do you want? Babe. That's good? And there you have it. Vegan ribs and vegetable rice. Actually, let's do a taste test. Going on the road. I will only have your head in the shot, I promise. Here, for you. Alright.
Amen.
Amen. How is it?
Are you waiting for me to taste this?
Yes.
Pretty good.
That's the wrong thing. You said pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Scale of 1 to 10.
It's tender.
So it's good?
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll put some more sauce. So y'all heard it here. It came out. That's right. That's gonna be $30. Alright, so that's it. Yeah, one more last close up. And the rice. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video.